Hey, this is Paul from Guitar World Magazine, and this month's lead review and Platinum Award goes to the Dunlop Jimi Hendrix Authentic Analog series of pedals. And within that series of pedals, we have the fuzz face, the Octavio, and the Jimi Hendrix Crybaby Wah. Now, if you're looking for the Hendrix sound, it doesn't get much closer than these pedals, and they all sound fantastic. So if you're really trying to ape Hendrix, really pick these up. So let's hear each one, and I'll set them up. And of course, I'm armed with my Strat, so I'll try to do my best Hendrix. And keep in mind, I can't play exact Hendrix riffs. I'm not allowed to. So I'll do my best to sound as close to Jimi as possible. After talking to some Hendrix experts, I went with this setup because we believe this is the way Hendrix had it. Now, he had different variations of it, but basically it starts with the guitar, to the wah, to the Octavia, and then to the fuzz face. Now, this combination to my ear sounds best, but sometimes we find that Hendrix will have the Octavia over here and the fuzz face between the wah and the Octavia, and it just gets pretty crazy. But this is probably the best combination. So I will start with the wah, and keep in mind you need like a bit of a dirty sound to use these two. You don't have to, you can run it clean, but to really get the best Hendrix type of sound, you basically have to run the amp dirty. So let's hear what my amp sounds like right now. So I got a pretty crunchy sound, and we'll try and hear how great the Octavia and the wah reacts to that sound. So let's begin. So you just heard how expressive the wah is. Now let's move over to the Octavio and hear how that works. Let's look down. Basically, to turn the Octavio on, there's a click from the level control. You click it, and you set your level. And for our purpose, I have it cranked. And then you can dial in the amount of fuzz. Right now, I think I have the fuzz dimed. So along with the distortion, I have it's going to be a pretty wicked effect. Now, keep in mind when you play with an Octavia pedal, and for this purpose, the Octavio, the best place to play, of course, is between the 9th and the 15th frets and using the rhythm pickup of your guitar. So basically from here to here, using your rhythm pickup. You'll really get the most out of it. So let's hear, like here right now, here's my guitar sound. And now let's create that upper octave, end of the world sound with the Octavio. Here we go. Now let's move over to the Jimi Hendrix fuzz face. Now this fuzz will operate great even with a clean sound, but of course I have a little bit of a distorted sound, as I said before. And what it'll do is it'll add a little more hair on top of that distorted sound. So here's my regular sound, and you'll hear the extra fuzz when I kick it in. So as you heard, it's a bit subtle, but it's really effective because it adds a lot of roundness to your single notes and even to your chords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little more with it off and on so you get to hear the different and distinct sound it gets when you kick in a fuzz. Here we go. Whoa! One more thing, let's hear now the fuzz when I'm running the amp clean. So let's hear what my amp sounds like right now. And now I'll kick in the fuzz so you get to hear how fuzzy it gets. Here we go. Finally, let's have some fun. I returned the amp back to its normal, to the distorted setting, and now I'm just going to get this end of the world sound using a combination of all three pedals and just having fun with it. I basically dialed back the fuzz and cranked up the volume on the fuzz face, and everything is maxed out. So let's have some fun and hear what that sounds like. one final thing. What's great about these pedals, they're made in such an old school fashion. When you kick them in, you get all the radio frequencies. Let's take a listen. If you're looking to evoke the spirit of Hendrix in your playing, look no further than these 3 pedals. They're amazing, and each pedal can stand on its own as a great pedal. But if you really want to get that Hendrix sound, then I recommend getting all 3. It doesn't get better than that. Check it out.